Hello and welcome into the First Gear Racing Gen 6 Cup Series. It is week 2, race 2 here at Richmond Raceway. A little different broadcast this afternoon. It's going to be tape delayed. So we're going to skip through practice and qualifying and jump into the race. But before we do that, we're going to go over the race information. As you can see, we're at Richmond Raceway. So a little under 3/4 of a mile short track. Temperature 71 degrees Fahrenheit, humidity 61%, cloudy weather with 12 mile an hour winds. And since we've already done practice and qualifying, we'll throw up the qualifying results and show you where everyone is starting. So on the pole is Todd Smith, followed by Tyler Merritt in second. Trevor Benz will go off P3. Brody Pope starting fourth. Fifth is Josh O'Brien. Andrew Groves will start sixth. Corey Crandall seventh. Michael Moquin will start eighth. Jason Haney ninth. James Malloy 10th. Moving into the second half of the field, Daniel Butler will roll off in 11th. Josh Peterson in 12th. Ben Summerford 13th. Joe Gibbons 14th. Mark Ouellette 15th. Ivan Deschamps 16th. Tommy Thompson 17th. George Buck 18th. Take a look at the point standing. No, I don't think I have that available. Let's see. Nope, I do not have that available. Okay. So we'll get the action started here. Get our ticker rolling across the screen as some of the guys are loading in. You see Tyler Merritt, newcomer to the league, qualified in second. He's in the number 38 Ford. Scroll through some of the paint schemes here. There's Trevor Benz, number 33. Josh O'Brien running a ruby red, number 24. Andrew Groves in his number 48 car. Take a look at Corey Crandall in the 35 Little Caesars Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Michael Moquin with his take on the Valvoline number 5, sharp looking car. There's Jason Haney in a ruby red number 9. James Malloy in the number 92 Exalta Chevrolet. Daniel Butler, the Exide Battery Chevy. Field starting to roll off. Continue to look at some of the cars. There is Josh Peterson. Ben Summerford in the 32 Ford. There's Joe Gibbons in the 88. Mark Ouellette, number 80 Little Rescue Ranch Chevrolet. There's Ivan Deschamps in the Fox Yorktail Cargill, number 19. And the Crown 7 racer, Tommy Thompson. And George Buck rounding out the field. We'll take a look there. There's Todd Smith. We missed him at the initial look at the paint schemes. And Brody Pope. They're in fourth position. It's a 220 lap race tonight. Got a field of 18 drivers lining up here. Take a look at some of our camera angles tonight. This is our second one. That'll be a good camera to start the race with at the start. Say pile into turn number 1. We got the over the press box view. Take a look at the entire field here. Field's coming down the backstretch. Enter in turn 3, about to take the green flag. Field bunching up for the start here. Pace car drops off the track. And we are green here at Richmond for race number 2. Todd Smith pulls out a good lead over Tyler Merritt. Tyler taking a look on it for the lead here in his first Gen 6 Cup start with the league. He's going to pull even with Todd Smith down the backstretch. Single file on back to about 6th position. Bit of action back there for 4th spot. This is Josh O'Brien looking underneath Trevor Benz. Four laps down here at Richmond. Tyler Merritt's pulled out to about a half a second lead. Todd Smith going straight to the high line. He loves that high line. Take a look at Trevor Benz. Seems to be struggling off of turn 2 there. Coming under fire now from Jason Haney in that number 9. Trevor's dropped 4 positions since the start. Tough start for Trevor. Tyler Merritt's pulled out to almost a 1-second lead over Todd Smith. Followed closely by Brody Pope. Josh O'Brien making a run. And the caution is out. We've had an incident with Tommy Thompson and Ivan Deschamps. We'll take a look at this crash and see what has happened. Oh, Ivan just got loose, got them passenger side tires really hot, collected Tommy in the process. You can see the left front tires broke. Oh, and Ivan hits the wall again for good measure. Tough start to the race for Ivan. He's towed to the pits. Go back to live action here or not. Not sure. I do apologize. There we go. We are back now. Still learning the system doing this tape delay event, but we are on lap 9. We only had 2 takers on pit road. That is the 5 car of Michael Moquin, 7 car of Tommy Thompson. Tommy suffering damage with Ivan. You can see the rear bumpers a little smashed in on the back of Tommy's Crown 7 racer there. Both of them go into the pits. Ticker seems to have lost track of the lap times and has put a checkered board up. Trying to mess with it while we're under caution here. It's not cooperating. See if I can reload that for us. Nope, we're still getting the checkerboard. Okay. Well, we'll just have to deal with it. Unless I can get the tower to show us the correct amount of laps. Nope, it's still telling us unofficial. So we'll just have to deal with that. I'll have to do a better job keeping up with the laps on our timing and scoring, which I do have in sync with the race. We are going back to green here. Coming to start lap number 13. This 220 lap race. Tyler Merritt leads, Todd Smith second, Brody Pope third, and we are green. Great restart from Tyler there. Left Todd laying in the weeds. I do not think Todd was ready for that one. Todd losing 2 spots from that second place restart, back to 4th. Andrew Groves challenging on the inside for second. Todd Smith now looking for third. Oh, Andrew! Gonna hang on to it. Gonna lose a ton of positions. Got super loose coming out of turn number 2 there. Dropped from challenging for third all the way back. To at least 10th. There's Tyler Merritt, 1.2 second lead over Todd Smith. He's got almost a second. Over Trevor Benz and Brody Pope. And Trevor's going to lose it. Trevor's going to recover. That does bring out the caution. There we go. We've got the time and the scoring fixed. We need a little refresh, so we are under caution here on lap 20. Trevor Benz lost it coming out of turn number 2. Spun it down the back stretch, got back going, but this placed him back in 17th. Ivan is going to get his lap back, one of them anyways. That's a lucky dog. There he goes. So we'll see if we have any takers down pit road. Tyler getting a little ahead of the pace car there. Eager to go back under green. You have one person going in pit road, and that is the 33 of Trevor Benz that just spun, causing this second caution of the race. Trevor getting work on the 33 Coca-Cola car. Andrew Groves got loose earlier, fell back to the 9th position as he was challenging in the top 3. Should be going back to green here momentarily. Field is forming up. Cars lining up 2 by 2. Getting ready for the restart here at Richmond. Coming to start lap 24, or completing lap 24. So they come into turn number 3, heading into turn 4. The pace car ducks off the track. And we are green again here at Richmond. Another great start from Tyler Merritt on that inside. Brody's right on his trail. Car's pretty much single file. Oh, Brody spins, and the 24 got into the back of James Malloy. But they're all going to hang on to it. Big, big mess down in turn number 4. We will try to replay this and make sure we don't mess up the system again. We're going to give it another go here. So we'll get on a different camera view. There we go. There is the 29 car of Brody Pope. Looking for the play button. There we go. Oh, Brody took a shot from from Todd. Josh got in the back of James Malloy. And everybody just kind of piled in there. Doesn't look like the cars are too heavily damaged. Looks like Brody does suffer some rear end damage. I think everyone else is going to escape with minimal. Todd did have some front end damage looking on the 66 there. Yes, that front bumper is missing. So the 66 and the 29 suffering the most damage out of that. Here comes Ivan around to get his lap back there. We've got Todd and Brody in the pits now getting repairs. Looking out the front of Brody Pope, Todd Smith leaves the pits. So after that melee in turn 3, I'm going to run through the running order real quick before we go back to green. That is Tyler Merritt still in first. James Malloy in second. Josh O'Brien third. Corey Crandall fourth. Jason Haney fifth. Andrew Groves in sixth. Josh Peterson in that Krispy Kreme car makes me want some donuts. There's Daniel Butler. He's in eighth. Then Summerford ninth. Michael Moquin in 10th. Looking out the back of the leader, Tyler Merritt. Riding out this caution period. So we're going to restart this race here on lap 30. Coming out of turn number 4. Another good launch from Tyler Merritt. Josh O'Brien's going to slide up into second from the inside down there. James Malloy's falling back to third. That's side by side for Corey Crandall and Jason Haney for fourth. Andrew Groves trying to squeeze his nose in there and work on the outside of Jason Haney. Side by side, 48 and the 9. 9's going to give it up. 6 is looking on the outside as well. Josh Peterson's going to take the position. Jason Haney losing 2 spots on the restart. Into 48, running side by side for fourth. .48 arcing it down in there. Close, tight racing from the 35 and 48. .48 making it stick on the outside. He's going to clear the 35 of Corey Crandall. Takes over P4. Tyler Merritt has pulled out to almost a second lead. Josh O'Brien. Then there's James Malloy. Outside does not seem to have the best restart so far in 3 previous cautions that we've had. See if that changes throughout the night. Andrew driving it down in there. Closing in on the back of the 92. Chase looking like he fishtailed a little bit. Trevor Benz was making a run, but Jason's going to slide up into the 6th there. Close quarters racing between the 6, 9, and the 33 as well. Comes to 88 off of pit road. Not sure what the deal was with him. Trevor's going to put it in the middle. They're going to be 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. Squeeze right there. Barely any room for anyone, but they're all going to make it into turn 1. Do they make it off of turn 2? Who's going to have the position? Battle for 6th. Trevor's edging ahead. He's going to take it. Both of them look like they missed a corner there, but Trevor's going to have the momentum on the high side and come out with 6th. Good hard race from everyone. Daniel Butler making a move for P8 underneath the 6. Coming up out of the corner. Plenty of room in between them. Good clean racing. Daniel Butler up to P8. Got some activity up here for 3rd. James Malloy has it. Corey Crandall's gotten around the 48. He wants P3 after taking 4th from the 48 car. Andrew Groves is retaking fourth from Corey Crandall with that outside pass. He's going to set his sights on for third. James Malloy has it. Groves moving around, looking. So Groves may have just snagged the wall there. He didn't hit it. All this jockeying for position for third has brought everyone else back to him. What was 3 cars battling is now turned to 7. Watch this battle for third. Tyler Merritt has pulled out a 2-second lead over Josh O'Brien. Correction, is 3 seconds. I can't read. 3 seconds over Josh O'Brien, who is 6 seconds ahead of Malloy. So Tyler Merritt is on rails. And that 38 Ford. There's Josh in second. And here's James Malloy. Under fire. The fire-breathing dragons up his tail here. Look, Corey Crandall looks underneath. Oh, Malloy gets the wall. Around goes to 48. Andrew Groves is spun again. Oh, 92 gives a shot at the 35. And the caution flag is back out. So lap 51, Andrew Groves went around, falling back to 12th position. Have a bunch of activity on pit road here. The leader is pitting on lap 50, and he's followed by James Malloy, Corey Crandall, Trevor Benz, Jason Haney. Most of the front runners making a bid for pit road. Staying out's Josh O'Brien and Todd Smith. And Michael Moquin will move up to third. And Mark Ouellette is staying out in fourth as well. So most of the field pitting this time. Tyler Merritt's down and away. There goes Corey, Trevor, Jason, Daniel Butler, Josh Peterson, Andrew Groves. You see the 19 of Ivan Deschamps has gone around and got another lap back. So that should put Ivan on the lead lap with everyone. He's made up 3 laps. Yep, and Ivan's going to take it to the pits, get service work done on it. Early cautions made up 3 laps with the lucky dog. And he's back on the lead lap. Michael Moquin, Mark Ouellette decided this wasn't for them. They pitted as well. Let's see how that shuffles out for them. So Josh O'Brien, the only car on the track that has not seen pit lane so far. Everyone else has made at least 1 trip. Todd Smith pitting on lap 26. Everyone else is pitted in lap 51 or 52 under this caution period. Except for George Buck. He is 2 laps down. He last pitted on lap 36. Brody coming back in for service as well, running in the 18th position. Lights go out on the pace car. The field's going to form back up to it. Let's keep a watch, see if Josh O'Brien can get as good a restart as Tyler Merritt has. Tyler Merritt's been smoking them restarts since the start of the race. On the inside line, it seems like the outside struggles. We're going to see how this one shakes out. 50-lap old tires for Josh O'Brien. See if he gets any wheel spin. Maybe Todd Smith can take advantage of it. Green flag comes out. Looks like Josh did struggle a little bit there, but Tyler Merritt gave him a shot in the rear bumper. Tyler's looking underneath for the lead. Tyler's going to take it. Slides up in front of the 24. Trevor Benz coming from the back there. Trevor looking underneath the 24. They were thinking 4 wide, but it's not going to go. Crandall looking in the middle there. There's nowhere for him to go. Todd Smith working the outside. Trevor Benz moving up to P2. Great restart from Trevor. Lots of jockeying position for 4th on back. Josh O'Brien there in the middle of it, struggling on them 50-lap old tires. Jason Haney and Andrew Groves move around him. Todd Smith falling back with him. And Josh almost loses it. He's going to hang on to it. Save by Josh Smith, or I'm sorry, not Josh Smith. That's Josh O'Brien. Todd Smith and Josh O'Brien running in between me here. Brain messed up. Meanwhile, back up front, 0.8 seconds ahead of Trevor Benz, shaping up to be about a second as I talk. Everybody seems to have nothing for that 38 car at the moment. Got the Pastor's Kitchen checking in on YouTube. He says, Beloy is my hero. Speaking of Beloy, we'll check in on him there. He's looking around the outside of the number 6. Oh, Malloy come down. 6 tagged the back of him. Malloy's going to hang on to it. Saves it. Nope. Gassed up. He's going to come across the track. Tags Ivan. Malloy's going to gather it back up, though. 2 more cars rushing in. Goodness gracious. Check on Ivan. He had just gotten back on the lead lap. Looks like he may have some damage to that left front. He and Malloy are both going to go to the pits. Left front is dragging really low. Got a few more takers on pit road. There is Josh O'Brien. Tommy Thompson in the Crown 7 racer car. He's getting service on pit road. Uh-oh, looks like we've got a little bit of an issue with Tyler Merritt. Could be a connection issue. It's flashing and flickering. May not be long for the race here. Keeps disappearing and reappearing. Hoping for that internet connection to hang on. Tyler's on the apron. I think he's going to take it to pit road. Strong run from the 38 has gone south. That is it for the 38 car. He is done. Internet issues take him out of the race. Stroke of bad luck. Had a great car on the restarts. Pretty much dominating this race. He led almost all the laps from the start. It's all over now. So that man right there in the 33, Trevor Benz, is going to inherit the lead. Followed by Corey Crandall, Jason Haney, Andrew Groves, Todd Smith rounding out the top 5. Field forming up behind the pace car. Ivan still on pit road getting repairs from that collision with the 92 with James Malloy. Field's going to come off of turn number 4, the Geico restart zone. Trevor gasses up, fires off right away. He's going to pull ahead of Corey Crandall. Jason Haney's hot on the trail of the 33. Andrew Groves battling Todd Smith for 4th on the outside. We'll see if he can make that stick. Todd gives him space as they come across the stripe. Todd driving it down in there, using the inside line this time. Normally he's Mr. Outside. Got the 6 car on the outside of him now. 6 gives him space. Oh, the 66 comes up. Oh, gets into the back of the 6. Around goes Josh Peterson. And the 18 of Daniel Butler, both suffering damage in this crash. And 66, as well as 29 and the 92. Everybody's going to pit road. Looks like the 24 is pitting as well. So we've got Todd Smith, James Malloy, Brody Pope, Daniel Butler all coming back on the pit lane for more service. Last lap under caution for this caution period. Daniel Butler down on the inside there. He's going to get out before the pace car gets to him. Have to hustle to catch back up to the back of the pack. Stay on the lead. No, he gets a lap down. If he's not a lap. No, he's not a lap down. He hasn't crossed the start-finish line yet. There he is. He's back on the lead lap. This is the next car 2 laps down. It's Brody Pope in the 29. So we'll be looking to get the lucky dog back if we get another caution. But we're going green this time. The car's hit the Geico restart zone. Trevor Benz launch is really good. Pulls almost 2-3 car lengths ahead of the 35. Corey Crandall, Jason Haney looking underneath. Andrew Groves right there in the middle of both of them. Trevor Benz pulling ahead. Battle is for second. Jason Haney's trying to work on the 35, but he's getting challenged now by the 48. 48-9 side by side. High side seems to carry the momentum better in 3 and 4. And it appears we are under caution again. Not sure what for. The leaders are slowing. I don't have anything on my events to show me what has happened. Six car goes into pit lane. Daniel Butler is also back into pits to get service. We only got one car in pit lane still. That's the 29 car of Brody Pope. Just follow the field here for a little bit. We'll scroll through, give a rundown. Trevor Benz, Corey Crandall, Andrew Groves, Jason Haney P4, Michael Mokel in 5th, Joe Gibbons up to 6th, Ben Summerford 7th, Josh O'Brien 8th, James Malloy back on up to 9th, Mark Olette in 10th. That's the top 10. Field is coming down the middle of the back stretch. Lights are still on the pace car, so we are not going green this time. Should get the lights out this time by. Yes, lights out on the pace car. Field's going to form up 2 by 2 by 2. Pace car ducks off the track in turn number 4. We are going to go green again. Good restart from Trevor. 48's looking inside to 35. Oh, we got trouble in the rear. Daniel Butler's in the wall. Daniel Butler's crashed hard in the back. We'll take a look at that, see what has happened. So they're taking the green. So there's Daniel Butler. Oh, the 18 got up into the back of the 28, into the 29. Tough hit for DB. That front left is tore up, wobbling and bobbling going down the backstretch. He can't drive it. He's going to hit the wall again in turn 3. Wall riding through turn 4. Tough break for Daniel Butler there in the 18. An unlucky set of circumstances there for him. He's still trying to limp it back. Wall riding again in 3 or 1 and 2 now. Follow and see if he can make it back to the pits or not. I think it's stuck in the wall. He's doing the hospital hop as he comes down the track. No, he still can't turn it. Oh, hard on the wall again. I think he's bounced it at an angle this time. No, he still can't get it to turn. He's going to be stuck in on the track. I think he's going to have to call it and tow to the pits. Yes, he does. So that takes us back to the leader, Trevor Benz. We're under caution here. We've got a few cars on pit road. James Malloy in the 92. Josh Peterson just finished service. Coming out. And there's DB stuck in the pits. I'm going to assume he's out of fast repairs as well. That'll be the end of the race for Daniel Butler in the 18. So the field is formed back up. They're entering turn number 1 on lap 92, 220. Almost an hour into this race. It's been a slow burn. A lot of cautions going on, a lot of incidents, a lot of framming and bamming going on out here. Turning into a matter of survival. We're going to go green here. Have Trevor lead him down. Tough restart from Andrew Groves, spinning the tires, getting the rear end kicked out there. He's still going to try to make a charge of it inside Corey Crandall. 48 gets in the back of the 35, and around goes everyone. Oh, guys are going up and down the timing charts. I can't keep up with all of it. There's the 6 car. He got into it. George Buck is slow. Try to get some replays on that one. That was hard. Hard racing. So we saw the 48 get into the 35. Get another camera view so we can zoom out and see more and see who was involved. You can see the 35 and the 48 go down to turn 3. Looks like the 5 got in the back of the 24. The 6 smacks the 24. 38 gets in the back of the 19. Corey took a shot. Caused another huge melee. Had a few cars go down into the pits. After all that. Yep, 24, he entered the pit road. No, he did not enter pit road. Must have triggered it because he went by the commitment cone. So we've got the 35 car of Corey Crandall, Todd Smith entering the pits, James Malloy, Josh O'Brien, all of them suffering some sort of damage in that crash back there. Brody Pope will be the lucky dog there, making up a lap. Should put him back on the lead lap. And he'll pick up a few positions with some of these cars in the pits. Well, no, they're coming out now, okay. There's only one car suffering major damage, it seems like. It's taking a little longer to repair. That's Todd Smith in the 66. There he is, yep. Right front, lots of damage. And there comes the field. Still not halfway in this race. I'm going to apologize if my microphone is picking up some buzzing sounds. I do believe I have a neighbor out buffing or sanding his car down, so if that's picking up, I do apologize. I've seen my mic jump a little bit when I've heard it buzzing. Todd Smith still getting service on pit road. Daniel Butler back there as well. Ivan has come out of the pits. Ivan being about 6 laps down. The field's forming up. Pretty loose back there around P8. Big gap on inside and outside there. We go green. Trevor Benz takes the lead. James Malloy threading the needle, picking up at 9th position back there. Looks like Ben charged in a little hard there, had to check up, didn't want to get in the back of the 5 car, but good run from Ben in 6th position. Trevor Benz pulling ahead. Looks like Corey Crandall's working around Tommy Thompson. We'll take a look at that. Tommy dropping down. Crown 7 racer running that yellow line on the bottom. Seems he's not up to speed. Still hanging it low. And George and Ivan in tandem go up the track. Guys racing hard. Everybody on the lead lap here. 13th and 14th. Ivan in the middle of that. He's 5 or 6 laps down. But there's the leader, Trevor Benz. He's got about a 0.3 second, 0.4 over Andrew Groves in second. Run from Joe Gibbons up in 4th at the moment, being challenged by Corey Crandall. Take a look at Ben Summerford in that 32 car. Huge Ole Miss fan. I know he's upset they didn't make the playoffs in college football this year. Ben letting it hang there a little bit. Looks a little loose on him, rear end giving out on him. Charge across the stripe. Lap 106. Oh, Ben's going to lose it. Oh, into the inside wall. Tough break for Ben. Top 6 position. Seen him earlier sliding the rear end out just a little bit in 3 and 4. It gives out this time. That is going to bring out the caution, the 10th caution of the race. Car doesn't seem too badly damaged. I haven't kept up if he's been in the other incidents or not. He's been fairly clean, I think, so maybe he'll have that fast repair in hand for him. I've got a few takers on pit road here. Josh Peterson, Brody Pope, George Buck, Tommy Thompson, and the man that caused the caution, Ben Summerford, all getting service on pit road. Todd Smith still down in there. Looks like he's going to have called it a race more than likely. There comes Josh Peterson, Brody Pope. Ben Summerford, George Buck, Tommy Thompson, all coming out of the pits. And here comes the field crawling across. Start lap 108. Or to complete lap 108. We're on 109 now. Since we shuffle the deck with some of those incidents, pit stops here. We'll go through the field real quick. Trevor Benz, P1. Second, Andrew Groves. Third, Jason Haney. Corey Crandall, fourth. Joe Gibbons, fifth. Malloy, sixth. Josh O'Brien, seventh. Michael Moquin, eighth. Mark Ouellette, ninth. Josh Peterson, 10th. Brody Pope in 11th. George Buck, 12th. Tommy Thompson, 13th. And Ben Summerford went from 6th to 14th now. You see Tyler Merritt, the early race leader, had a pretty dominant car. Was having connection issues. Went down pit road to resolve them. Dropped him a few laps off the pace. There's Ivan. Been in a few incidents. He's got him 6 laps down. Todd Smith has made it back out. Almost 15 laps down, 14 laps down. But he's back in the fray. The way we've been going, we could have a few more cars get some damage. Maybe he can pick up a few more positions as we've just passed halfway. The field's forming up. Pace car lights are out. I'm giving a bump to the 33. They come to the restart. Green flag back in the air. Here comes the field charging at you into turn 1. Trevor Benz leads. Andrew Groves making a bid for second. Around Jason Haney still holding on to it. Jason sliding up, taking every bit of the racetrack that he can. Oh, the 5. Oh, he's gotten into the 6. Oh, Mark into 38, slam into him as well. Tough luck for Josh Peterson. We'll try to back that up and catch it. Let's see. Yes, there we go. Did not have it recorded on my event. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Coming down the backstretch, the 5 got a huge run on the 6. Looked underneath. 2 cars trying to go for the same piece of real estate. They about saved it, but the 6 overcorrected. Smash! 80 and 38. Todd Smith wooing it up. I see Tommy Thompson on the bottom down there too. I did not see him in the incident. We'll take a look back, see what got into him. Do apologize for rewinding. I did not have it in my event log. Oh, he got loose. Separate incident. And George Buck goes down and gets into the back. Oh, poor luck for the Crown 7 racer. Everyone seems to get going again. Fast forward. Pick up anybody going down the pits here. That is the 9 car of Jason Haney. 24, Josh O'Brien, Michael Moquin, Joe Gibbons. A few of the drivers electing to get service here on lap 117 of 220. And I'm sorry, we're just staring at the Fast Smart tunnel. Change camera views. I wish they'd give us a better pit camera option. Ben Summerford has elected to re-enter the pits. Clean up some of the damage he got from that earlier spin. See the 6 car in front of him just smoking a little bit. Took 2 hard side shots from the 80 and 38. Ben's back underway. Race has been plagued by cautions. That was just the 11th one. I'd have to go through the history books and see. This race has got to be right up there with most cautions. Definitely top 5 of all of us in the league here. Lights are out on the pace car. Right along with Trevor's rear bumper cam on this restart. Pace car is off the track, field closing up. Good restart from Trevor. .35, jockeying for second position back there. James Malloy looking as well. Oh, we got some action. Tommy Thompson's going around. Oh, hitting the back by George Buck. We just caught it on Tommy's rear bumper cam there. To a better camera angle. See just what happened to the Crown 7 racer. Sorry for reversing it, but I did not have another event recording going on. But we'll take a peek at it here. like George is there. Tommy comes down the track. George gets into the back of him there. Oh, goodness. So that's what happened to Tommy. Come down. George was there. Looks like they got into each other. Tommy loops around. Car doesn't seem to be too damaged. Looks like they're going to maintain their positions on the lead lap as well back in 12th and 14th. It's George and Tommy. So it looks like Trevor Benz is looking at the pit entrance with 96 laps to go. Yes, he's going to be followed by Andrew Groves. And we have lost our ticker at the top. So we will try to restart. Do apologize. Try to get that ticker back up. I do apologize. There it is. So that dropped Trevor and Andrew to 10th and 11th, followed by George Buck and Tommy Thompson in 12th and 13th. Those four are the ones that have pitted. So let's take a look at pit strategy. And I don't believe pit strategy is working for us correctly today, so I do apologize about that. So there is Corey Crandall. He is the new leader with Andrew Groves and Trevor Benz pitting. James Malloy, Brody Pope, your way back up to second and third. Brody making up a few laps with the lucky dog. Jason Haney fourth, Josh O'Brien fifth. Those twin ruby red cars. Joe Gibbons back up to sixth, that Mountain Dew car. Michael Moquin in the Valvoline Chevy. Ben Summerford up to 8th. Mark Ouellette 9th. And Trevor Benz down at 10th. So the field's forming up. We'll ride on that roll bar with Jason Haney. That's Brody Pope, sorry. Watch this restart. It's the eyes of Jason's passenger seat. Brody with a good restart there. Right up behind the 35 of Corey Crandall. James Malloy on the outside. Josh O'Brien slides through, taking fourth from Jason. Jason's hanging tough on the outside. Hasn't given that spot up to Josh just yet. Jason looking underneath James Malloy. He's going to take second position. Set his sights on the 35 of Corey Crandall. Looks like we've had another caution. Looks like Mark Ouellette and Ivan Deschamps have gotten into an incident. So we'll take a look at this. What has happened to Mark and Ivan? Oh, Ivan got into the back of the 80 and sent him around. Oh, Todd Smith just looks like he just may have gotten a part of the 19. Todd went to the low line. Yes, he did get a piece of the 19. Todd went low. Looks like he had it cleared. No, Todd got the wall. Okay. So that brings us up to speed on that. So we'll do a quick rundown of the top 5. This is Corey Crandall, the leader. Jason Haney, second. Josh O'Brien, third. Trevor Benz, fourth. And the car that was fifth, James Malloy, is going to go down the pit lane. Mark Ouellette has stayed out. Getting tagged in the rear bumper by Ivan. Just feel his tires and car are okay. Didn't look that egregious of a hit. Since we're under caution, we'll take a ride with the blimp cam. Blimp cam giving us a nice overhead look here in Richmond, Virginia. So the field forms back up behind the pace car. We are completing caution period number 13 on lap 136, coming to 137 to take the green. Follow this restart from the blimp cam. Field bunched up really tight, allows Corey to get it draw ahead. Josh was hanging tough on the inside there. Comes side by side with the 9. That's going to pull ahead though, using the momentum of the high line through turn 1 and 2. Ben Summerford's checked in and wants credit for having the fastest pace lap. You haven't ran that bad, buddy. Jason Haney's looking for the lead, though. It's inside Corey Crandall, side by side, going into turn 3. Corey pulls back, using the momentum on the outside. Close, tight racing from these two. Trevor's going to make a bid on the outside from 3rd. Trevor Benz is taking over 2nd. Josh O'Brien looking around the outside, trying to get 3rd. Middle lane seems to be the preferred lane to carry speed. Trevor taking a dive underneath Corey. He's going to make it stick. Edges ahead. Leads that lap. Pulls clear of the 35 and takes the lead. Trevor's going to just brush the wall, it looked like. Trying to make that same move stick again, though. But Corey's got a better run on the outside and crosses the stripe and retakes the lead back. Oh, Trevor checked up early. 24 had to take evasive action. It's going to benefit the 9 car. He's got to run on the inside of the 24. Thinks better of it and backs out. Top 6 stabilized, single file. Got a notification that James Malloy has crashed and the caution is back out. So let's see what happened to James. He was battling around the 10th position. There's that 92 Exalta Chevy. Car just snapped loose. Oh, similar to Ben's hit and a few others earlier in the race. Come off of turn 2 just wrong. It seems like the right side tires slide too much, get too heated, and around you go. '92's going to recover. I'm sure he'll have some front end damage. Pick the pace back up and get to the cars are pitting down pit road. So our pit road takers will be the 80 and the 92 car. Long pit stops going from the 92 and the 80. 92's back out. Looks like the 6 car of Josh Peterson. It's the lucky dog. He's gotten his lap back there. As we sit under our 14th caution of the race, I would ask you to like and subscribe to the First Gear Racing Network channel here. Follow all the First Gear Racing action. The Monday Night IndyCar Series, the Wednesday Night GT3 Series, and the Saturday Night Gen 6 Cup Series, all here on YouTube. The First Gear Network, brought to you by First Gear Racing. So the field is formed up once again behind the pace car. Corey Crandall, your leader. Trevor Benz, second. Josh O'Brien, third. Field's going to come out of turn 4. We'll see if the inside line prevails again in the restart zone. Yes, it does. Good restart from Corey Crandall once again. Inside line seems to have the advantage on the restarts here. Looks like the 29 smoked the wall just a little bit. Not enough to slow him down. Trevor making a bid for the lead, though. Oh, just come up the track just a little bit. Had to get out of it. Let Corey Crandall off the hook there, and away he goes. 0.6 of a second lead. So everybody else is jockeying for position behind him. 33, the 9, the 48, 24, all tucked under a blanket there. There you see him. Battle for second heating up. See if Corey Crandall can get away. Jason's going to carry some speed down in the turn there. Everybody about even. Nope, I've lost that information. Okay. I was looking at pit strategy to see who had pitted, but with the refresh at the time and the scoring, I've lost some of the pit information. So I'm not able to bring who's on what pit strategy here to you. Battle for second is kind of about the battle for third now. Andrew Groves working on the back of Jason Haney. Keeps taking a look around the outside of him, but just doesn't seem to be able to carry anything to make a bid for it. Trevor getting a little wiggly coming out of 2 there. Josh O'Brien makes a bid for fourth. Stuck his nose in there, but not able to maintain it. Whoa, Trevor. Hanging tough up there, but seems the car's turning into a handful to drive. Check out the chopper cam. Jason looking. He wants to stick his nose in there on the 33 so bad, but he doesn't have a clear lane to take yet. Closes in again. Trevor struggling in the middle of the corner. See if Jason makes a move underneath here. He's there. He's inside. Jason comes out. Oh, about even. A little wiggle down the back stretch from both of them, trying to get grip underneath them. 48 disappeared off the screen for just a second, but he's back. Did have one car earlier with some connection issues. 38 car, he led the first 60-something laps of the race. Couldn't stay in, couldn't maintain his internet connection. Had to make a pit stop. Pretty much put him out of the running of the action. Crandall with a 3/10 of a second lead over Jason. Trevor's falling into the clutches of the 48. Battle heating up for third. Andrew Groves still trying to make it work on the inside of Trevor Benz in the 33 car. Crandall 3/10 of a second lead. Jason Haney's closed it down. It was half a second just a few laps ago. Jason's got that number 9 car hooked up, working in his favor. Andrew Groves has gotten around Trevor Benz for third. The battle is for the lead here. Jason Haney's peeking underneath the 35, putting pressure on him. Jason looking. Jason's still looking. He's working hard. Yep. 1/10 of a second. Jason slowly, methodically working on the back of the 35. 35's getting a little swirly coming out of turn 2 there. Jason's looking to give him a shot in the back bumper, but he doesn't do it. Jason's got a nose underneath. Can he make it work this time? Jason's still there. 35 shuts the door. Battle for the lead heating up here. Jason's got a nose under there still. He can't make it stick. He get a run on the 35 though. Meanwhile, the 6 car has jumped to the pit lane. I'm not sure if he had an accident or what. We're going to stay on the lap for the battle for the lead here. Jason's inside this time, really good. He's going to come off the corner even with the 35 and just got into the wall there. So like there's a little bit of scrape above the right rear tire. But he's fighting hard on the outside with Jason Haney. He's not going to give it to him. Go down into turn 3. Corey can't hang on the outside there. It's too high. Jason Haney's going to take the lead. Across the stripe. Start lap 177. Oh, Jason's car looked a little funny coming out of turn 2 there. It's going to allow Corey to get back on the outside. But Corey can't hold it. The 35 is going to make a run underneath now. Down into turn 1. Jason running a really middle of the track. Corey on the bottom. Still side by side. Corey had to bail out. It slid up the hill on him. It's going to allow Jason to escape. Good, hard, clean racing from the 9 and the 35. That's how we like to see these lead battles handled here in FGR. That's how we like to see all the battles on the track handled. Jason Haney comes across strike. He's already up to a 0.3 of a second lead over Corey. Now that that's settled, we'll take a peek back further in the field. There's Andrew, Josh, Trevor, and Brody, 3rd through 6th. Josh O'Brien closing in ever so slightly on the back of that 48 car. Trevor Benz looking to the outside. Josh O'Brien. Trevor's got a nose there. Jason Haney checking in. Says that was a really fun battle with the 35 car. Yes, it was. It was a good 10-lap battle back and forth. Watch Trevor Benz get around the 24, Josh O'Brien. There's Brody Pope, made up 2 laps. Worked his way back in top 10, up in 6th position. Long night for Brody. Trying to make that high line against the wall work. Driving it in there. Trying to insert himself in the battle for 4th, sorry. Crandall's falling back 7/8 tenths of a second behind Jason Haney. He's falling into the clutches of Andrew Groves in the 48. You can see the last people to have pitted. I don't believe that's correct though. Jason Haney is not done 190 laps on those tires tonight. There goes Andrew Groves underneath Corey Crandall, takes 2nd position. Right on board with Corey, see if he can run down that 48 car that just got by him. See if you have anything for him. Andrew Groves pulling away from that 35 car. 6/10 of a second gap. Jason Haney pulling away from Andrew though, 2.3 seconds. Down to 26 laps to go. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here at Richmond. At 14 caution flags. Got only 2 cars out of the race at the moment. We're working on a 3rd one. It looks like the number 6 car, Josh Peterson, is in the pits as well. Daniel Butler and Tyler Merritt run 17th and 18th. Battle for fourth heating up though. Josh O'Brien is inside again, making a run for it. Trevor Benz hanging tough though. Side-by-side action for fourth position. Either of them giving an inch. Brody trying to make the high line work and get in the middle of it too. Trevor losing positions to Brody. Trevor Benz loses 2 spots, falling back to 6th. Car looks like it's getting to be a handful for Trevor. Meanwhile, up front, man of the hour is Jason Haney. Almost a 3-second gap back to Andrew Groves. Just over a second ahead of Corey Crandall, Andrew is. There's Corey. Corey coming under fire from Josh O'Brien. Of course, seems to have hooked up. Whoa, we got the 7 car on the apron down there. So 24 takes the 3rd spot. 7 car looks like he's gotten back going again. No caution triggered because the 7 was on the apron. He's hanging low, trying to get a feel for the car, get back up to speed. '48's got a second gap to the 24. Jason Haney still pulling away. Just over 3 seconds ahead of Andrew. Almost a length at the back straightaway. There's Josh, Corey Crandall, getting worked on hard from Bodie Pope. Run through the lead lap cars, 9th to 1st real quick as we get to the end of this race. On the lead lap in 9th position, Mark Ouellette. Had a few incidents tonight, but he's hung tough, hung in there, stayed on the lead lap. Good run in 9th. Then Summerford running 8th. Had one big incident, but he's recovered from it. Michael Moquin in 7th. Looks around the outside of Tommy Thompson. There's Trevor Benz. He was pretty fast early on, but his car seems to be giving him fits, and he's falling off. You see a bottom out there shooting some sparks. Was running 3rd. He slipped back to 6th. Boy Crandall in 5th. Looks like we just heard some scrapes. It may have been Todd Smith. Brody Pope, preacher from South Carolina. He's up to 4th. Made up a few laps using the lucky dog. Well of a recovery from the 29 car. Josh O'Brien working around the outside of Andrew Groves. He's looking to take 2nd position. He will. A quick work of that 48 car. Jason's almost to a 4-second lead. We'll see if Josh has anything for him. There's Jason. And there's the field coming out of turn 2. So Jason with almost a length at the back straightaway lead. Laps to go. Jason Haney pulling away from Josh O'Brien. Well, Mark Ouellette's gotten around to 32 of Ben Summerford. Ben slipped back to 9th. Laps to go. Looks like Trevor has gotten around Corey, so Corey's burnt his stuff off. I'm not sure when he last pitted to give you how long he's been on those tires. I'm sure it's been a while. Oh, Mark Ouellette is pitting. The only Canadian in the field. He's going to lose a lap doing that too. Tough break for Mark, having to enter the pits. Back up front, 8 laps to go. Josh O'Brien's made some headway on Jason. It's not enough at the moment to do anything about it. Jason just biding his time. He's got some lap traffic in front of him there. There's a 28 car of George Buck. Mark's just exited the pit lane. So George has gotten around Mark. It's going to be Mark in 10th. George Buck to 9th. You just saw him on the screen there in 28. Ben Summerford's racing the 19 pretty hard there. Jason's biding his time. Gap still 3.4 back to the 24, so no pressure. Thread the needle around the slower cars. Ivan goes high. Jason slides up. Oh, Jason gets into the back of the 19. 19 goes for a trip in the grass, but the 19's going to hang on to it. What a save by the 19. Ben tags the wall coming out of turn 2 back there. All eyes are on Jason Haney, though. The gap's 2.5 seconds back to Josh O'Brien. Still not close enough to do anything. Oh, Trevor's slow coming out of the turn there. Appears something's happened to Trevor. We'll have to go back and look at that. Trevor was running top 5. While 2 laps to go for Jason Haney. Ivan tagging the wall back there. I don't know if you could hear it. I heard it in my headphones. Just got to make it to the white flag lap for Jason Haney. He's got the Crown 7, Tommy Thompson in front of him. Jason works around the outside of Tommy, clears him. White flag, last lap for Jason. Come down the backstretch, enter in turn 3. No pressure anywhere for Jason. Gap's 2.5 seconds. He's going to come off of turn number 4 and win race 2 of FGR Season 3 here at Richmond. In second, that man Josh O'Brien. Both of them running ruby red twin cars. Looks like Josh is going to come up and give a little tap to the 9. A little, hey, congratulations, buddy, there. Yes, he does. Bump, bump. There goes the 5 card. Looks like Jason's going to do a little bit of roasting of some donuts for us here. There he goes. Burning it down here at Richmond Raceway. Jason Haney, the winner in the number 9. We're going to go back and take a look at what happened to Trevor Benz. He's already in the grass there. So let's back up even more. So it comes off a turn 2. Rear end shaking everywhere. It's got to be a handful to drive. Yep, rear end's going to come around. Trevor's going to gather it up. Roll through the grass, much like Ivan did earlier. Trevor grabs a gear. Oh, Trevor hit the outside wall. Rear tires got to be roasty toasty. He's going to get to the apron. No, he's on the track. There he goes low. He's just in front of the leader, so that's what happened. Trevor was just having a hard time getting the thing gathered back up. He's going to take it to the pits.
That was a scary moment.
Oh, welcome in, sir. We'll interview the race winner here on our tape-delayed First Gear Racing broadcast. Wasn't sure if we were going to be able to do any interviews. That was a dominant last run from you there, Jason. What do you got to say about this one?
Car was good. The beginning part of the race with all the cautions and everything, I just wanted to stay out of trouble, so I didn't really try to push the car too hard, and just try to make sure I had a car together for the end of this race. Was very fortunate to stay out of any big trouble tonight or last night in the race, and then when we got that green flag run, I got to stretch the legs on it a little bit, and it was the longer the run got, the better the car felt.
Okay.
And that's something that really I didn't get any long runs in practice or anything like that, so I didn't really know how it was going to turn out, but it definitely I could notice a difference in my drivability, center corner and corner exit. The longer the run got, it just felt better and better, and it was fun. It was a heck of a race. Everybody that showed up gave it a good run. It was a fun, hectic first half with all the cautions and incidents and stuff, but strategy still got a chance to play out a little bit, and then the end of the race, that long green flag run, really gave us a chance to show what the car had.
Well, good deal. Seemed like it was tough at the beginning. It was a race of attrition. I know a few guys had some problems. I know the 38 looked like he had the dominant car at the beginning. They seemed like he had connection issues. I know Daniel Butler got caught up in some stuff. It seems like the 92 and the 6, like none of them finished the race.
Yeah, it was a tough start for some drivers. The 38 definitely had that dominant car in the first portion of the race. And he had like a caution where he blinked a bunch of times. It was just on, off, on, off.
Yep.
And he said he'd try to get it fixed. He did. Came back, I think it was 3 laps down. And with all the cautions we had, he had just gotten one of them back. And we had cautions lined up that he probably could have got more, but I think he was involved in another incident or something that kind of put him on the back heel, where I think he decided to call it a night, I believe. But
yeah.
He really put on a really good race, and he had a really good start. I don't know if I would have been able to keep up with him in a longer run or not, because he was super fast early on, and like I said, I wasn't feeling ready to push my car with so many laps left to go, so I don't really know if him and I would have been able to battle it all if he would have been in there, or if he would have just been long gone. Same thing with the 66. He had a fast car, but in that first incident where he had to pit, he was checking boxes on pit road, and it gave him 2 sets of tires. So he raced that whole race with only 1 set left until, I don't know, 100 laps to go or something. He pitted, but he had already gone like 14 laps down because he had more damage and didn't have a fast repair left. So it was a rough night for a couple of the fast cars. And Daniel, he got in that really bad wreck with the 28 where he flew up in the air in front of the 29.
Yep.
And he did a fast repair after a tow, and his wheels would not turn for him once he got fixed. So his race was done. He couldn't get the car to get all out of the pit box. It would just turn into the wall, and that's all it would do.
Ugh. Yeah, it looked like the 33. I think he got caught out on the wrong end of strategy. He had a good car too, and as did the 35.
He did. He led the middle part of that race. Trevor actually pitted after me and Josh, who has joined the room as well now. So he's in here. Welcome in, Josh.
Papa, welcome in.
But Trevor had better tires. I just don't know what happened with his car in the longer run. It looked like he just steadily kind of dropped back a little bit, and then he had that one little slide there with just a few laps to go, and got the tires hot, and then when he went to put the power down, that car just yanked right up into the wall and kind of ruined his night because he had a pretty darn good car. I mean, he ran a lot of laps there in the middle stunts of the race in the lead.
Yep.
And he was fast. He was dominant too. So tough break for a lot of fast cars in last night's race. But it was still a heck of an event. 14 cautions, 70 pace laps. That was crazy. 70 out of 100 or 220.
Yeah, I got to look and see what the record for cautions is. 14's pretty high up there. I don't know what the record is. I'm going to guess it would be Martinsville, maybe. I'll have to look at that.
That'd probably be a good guess. Martinsville, or maybe our first Atlanta race. I think that one was pretty crazy back in season 1.
I want to give a shout out to the 35 of Corey Crandall. You and he raced for a good 10 laps side by side, trading barbs back and forth. It was a really good battle.
So much fun. Corey raced super clean. Come to find out, after I got by him, he had to save a couple laps of fuel because he had pitted before us. I think it was like lap 98 was his last pit stop.
Okay.
And somewhere around there, it was 98 because I was 117. He had to save a couple laps of fuel there at the end. And so that kind of, and he said he ran out of fuel when he crossed the stripe for the checker flag too. So
he's getting good at doing that.
that's his theme this season. He's gonna just have enough fuel to get to the stripe, and this time it didn't get him a win, but it was fun racing him because he really raced clean. We raced close. We were patient with each other, and like I said, I didn't want to put my car in a spot where I felt like my race could be over. So I was really, thankful to everybody I was racing around last night that didn't do anything different than that. Everybody that I was around really was keeping it clean, and patience was, was shown. Now, it wasn't for everybody everywhere, as we saw and everything, but for me, that's what really worked out for me to be able to have an opportunity to be where I needed to be when that, and have a chance at winning. Because if I would have got caught up in something, there's no telling. I mean, Corey was caught up in one, I believe he had one incident he got caught up in, and he was able to drive back to the front.
He had an incident. He got the claw
Josh was in one. Trevor was in one early, and
Brody Pope was in 2 or 3 of them and managed to come back and finish 4th. He made up a bunch of laps using the lucky dog.
Yep. So that was fun. That was a really fun race. I enjoyed it, and can't wait to get back on the track next week at where are we at next week? Kentucky.
Let's pull up the schedule and look, because we need to tell everyone where we're racing at for the next few weeks. Yeah, we have Indy cars at Laguna Seca tomorrow at 7:30. That'll be an hour and 20-minute race. Jason will be calling to action. I will be driving for the first time this season. Then our GT3 is on December the 11th, also at Laguna Seca. And I hear you need a poncho for that one, so be ready. And then our next Gen 6 race is the 14th at Kentucky Speedway. So Indy cars, GT3s, both at Laguna. Indy cars Monday at 7:30, GT3s at 8 p.m. And then Gen 6 Cup cars at Kentucky Saturday at 8 p.m. Josh, we'll talk to you real quick. Second place. It was hard fought, man. You came here coming on strong at the end. Jason encountered some lap traffic. You just weren't close enough to do anything.
Yeah, it was a eventful night. All over the place. Led early, felt good. Just everyone pit, and I was like, it's a little early. Yeah, I want to try to save and work these tires out, and literally everybody behind me pit. So
Yeah, you
next
dropped like
time
a
around,
rock.
I did
You and
learn
Todd
the
were
hard way
side by
there.
side and in
Yep.
tandem, lost at least 10, 12 positions. It was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
So I learned it there, but once I kind of got back on schedule there, it was rough coming through the field. I think I was 3 different incidents, and then finally last time I was able to work through traffic. That last restart, I just needed to get through traffic a little better. It's hard when everyone's pushing and you have somebody on the outside here. It's hard to get the power down on the inside.
Yeah,
to,
the
to
restarts
clear.
on the inside seem to be the perfect lane to have. I don't think anybody got a good restart on the outside at all the entire race.
Yeah, but once you got going there, it was you needed to have some patience for sure to get through traffic. And
Patience and courtesy, that's what we like to preach here.
that's it. That's it. But overall, it was a good run. Got back up to second there, and it was a good finish to the race there, going green like that.
Good
Got to
job.
put them beautiful
Mama,
ruby red cars 1-2.
yes.
Great job.
Yes, sir.
Is Mama and baby doing good?
Yes. Yep.
Good.
Sure are.
Good. Anybody else got anything to say? I think we'll wrap this one up for today.
For me, just want to thank the FGR family. Appreciate you coming in today, doing this race rewind replay for the broadcast, and shout out to our fans that are watching now, and always thank you guys. Appreciate it, and can't wait to be in the booth tomorrow night for Indy Cars at Laguna Seca.
Yes, sir. And I got an idea for Christmas, something we can do. It involves a FGR race we have not broadcasted ever before.
Oh boy.
So, but I'll see if we got some free time. Maybe we can throw that one on air, give somebody something to look at over Christmas.
There we go.
Since we're on Christmas
sure.
break. But I'll discuss it in the chat. Maybe we can talk about it more next week.
Sounds good.
But that'll do it for First Gear Racing, First Gear Network here at Richmond Raceway. Jason Haney, your winner. Josh O'Brien second. Andrew Groves third. We will look at the points real quick since we're. That's not points. That is paint. Point standings.
Add.
Wait on it to load up. Corey Crandall, Jason Haney tied for first. For only week 2 out of 12 races, I believe. So still very early. Andrew Groves third, Josh O'Brien fourth, Todd Smith top 5 in points. All pretty close. Separated first 1 through 5 separated by 13 points. So we'll keep a look on that. The biggest loser was Kyle Heath. He ran off to go run something else and dropped back to 15th in the points. So we've had 24 drivers start and score points with us. And with Corey Crandall and Jason Haney at the top of the charts. So that will do it for today. We will see you guys hopefully on Monday to watch Indy Cars at Laguna Seca. That'll do it. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye for now.